Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the podcast For the Love of Drama. Today, I'm going to read out a monologue that I've got for you, and it is the world through the eyes of a cat. The title is Silky Blackthorn, A Day in the Life of a Feline Icon. So, I'll start. Let me tell you something about humans. They're exhausting. I'm Silky Blackthorn, 5 years old, sleek, magnificent, and frankly, the only one in this house who knows how to start the day properly. My morning begins as any queen should, with a long, luxurious stretch to tone my supple, silky body. Well, a masterpiece like this doesn't maintain itself. Ideally, my human family would start the day when I do, when the sun rises or before. But no, it's the weekend, or as I call it, the human's lazy start. There was a glorious time, and not so long ago, when I could simply saunter into their bedrooms, leap onto their beds, and poke them awake with a well-aimed paw. A few loud meows, a dramatic flop across a pillow, and a powerful stare that Puss in Boots would be proud of. Boom, mission accomplished, breakfast served. Not anymore. The Blackthorn family have boundaries now. All their doors are shut tight at night, as if they're protecting state secrets instead of just trying to sleep without my early morning motivational visits. So, on weekends, I'm forced to wait for my breakfast. Me, Silky. I am not amused. Mum is usually the first to emerge, the food bringer, though she takes her sweet time about it. Dad follows shuffling along, half asleep still, brain not yet engaged. The boy, 12, thunders down the stairs, like a herd of elephants, smelling faintly of trainers and forgotten homework. And the girl, 10, my chosen human, appears, with bed hair and big smiles, ready to brush me far more than necessary. Once breakfast is finally served, late obviously, I begin my essential daily patrol. First stop, the windowsill, my throne. From here I watch the world and judge it accordingly. Birds flaunting their wings, squirrels taunting me with their acrobatics, all very undignified. If I were allowed out unsupervised, I'd sort them out. But apparently I'm too precious and might wander off. Please, I know exactly where I live. It's where the food is. Mid-morning is where the humans begin their strange rituals. Mum cleans things that look perfectly fine anyway. Dad mutters at his laptop, like it personally offended him. The boy disappears into a cloudy storm of online game noise, and the girl tries to lure me into playing with a feather on a stick. I indulge her, of course. A queen must give her subjects attention, but only for a few minutes. I don't want her getting overconfident. Then comes the greatest threat to my existence. The vacuum cleaner, the roaring beast, the dust-eating monster that eats dust, and I'm sure would eat me if given the chance. Every time it appears, I retreat to higher ground and glare at it with the full force of my disapproval. Do my human family sympathize with me? No. They just say, "Oh, Silky, don't be so dramatic." Dramatic? This is survival. Around about midday, I have my nap. I choose my location carefully. A warm patch of sunlight, Dad's keyboard, or a freshly folded pile of clothes. Once I tried inside the washing machine. Once. Never again. It was what you would call a near miss. Evening is when the real nonsense begins. Dinner. You'd think after 5 years they'd understand that my dinner should be served first. But no, they insist on feeding themselves. The audacity. I weave constantly around their legs, reminding them of my presence, my hunger, my importance. Eventually someone remembers, usually the girl. She whispers, "Sorry, Silky," as if that makes up for all the delay. I accept her apology. I'm gracious like that. As night falls, I prepare for my final duties. The zoomies. The Blackthorns think I'm hyper. No, I am just conducting essential nighttime patrols at high speed. The hallway must be checked. The stairs must be sprinted. The shadows must be chased. Eventually, the house goes quiet. The humans retreat behind their closed doors, rude, and I curl up in my favourite spot, tail tucked neatly, whiskers relaxed. And as I drift off to sleep, one final thought crosses my mind. They are lucky to have me. Right, that's the end of the monologue. I hope you enjoyed that one. Next week, I will probably do something different, though I have no idea what at this moment in time. So watch this space. Okay, everyone, have a great week, and I will see you all again next week. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.